Hey, so we are back with another crochet tutorial video. Today we are going to learn how to do what's called a crocodile stitch, or I like to call it a dragon scale stitch, but it's definitely called a crocodile stitch. So this is kind of an advanced stitch, but it's also super easy because it mostly consists of just a whole bunch of treble crochets, or double crochets, I'm sorry. Here is a finished piece for something that I made. It's a cute little scaly pouch. Me and my husband play D&D, and so I figured I'd make us these cute little dice pouches, so that way we can carry our massive amounts of dice with us. But yeah, it's super cute, and it definitely looks complicated, but it's not as complicated as it looks. So today I'm going to be walking you through how to do this. I'm just going to be doing like a little swatch, just a small little square of it, just so that way y'all can see it and practice it and get the hand movement down. So I have this cute yarn that's left over from another project that I was working on. I think this one is Homeland by Bernat, I think. I could be wrong. I gotta find the label, but yeah. This project only requires your 9mm hook for this type of yarn, or you can use whatever yarn you choose. Just go off of the yarn labeling that tells you, and of course you can always go a full or half step up or down depending on how tight you want your stitches. So for this project we are going to start with our slip knot. So just for a reminder, just punch it between those two fingers, drape in front, take this part, push in front, loop around again, and then pull over. I'm going to pull that on our hook, and I'm going to start by crocheting a chain of 20, just to give us a good wide girth. That's 1, 3, 2, and 20. So now from here we are going to chain 2 more, and that will be our first double crochet. So that's 1 and 2. Okay, so from right here we are going to skip these 2 right here, because that's going to be our first double crochet, and we're going to go into this 3rd loop, starting off with a double crochet. You're going to yarn over, insert, only through that top loop, insert, pull loop up, pull through 2, and then pull through 2. So that is our first 2 double crochets. From here we're going to chain 2. It's 1 and 2. Oh no, I'm sorry, we're only going to chain 1. So from right here we're only going to chain 1, yarn over, and then skip 1 chain loop. So chain 1, skip 1, go on to this next loop, and we're going to do 2 more double crochets. So insert, pull through, chain through 2, chain through 2. Okay, and we're basically setting up our foundation to do the crocodile stitch. So again, we're going to double crochet our second one. So after that first one, yarn over into the chain right next to it, pull through a loop, chain through two, chain through two, and then again we're going to chain one, yarn over, skip one chain, and chain into the next, pull through a loop, chain through two, chain through two, and then again we're going to do a second double crochet right here, yarn over, insert, pull through one, pull through two, pull through two. And we're pretty much going to do that for the whole chain. So I'm definitely going to stick with you. This is one of those that I'm going to probably stick with you for the whole video, just so that way we can definitely get into the motion and you can see the hand motion repeatedly. And of course, as always, you can stop or pause, rewind, whatever you need to catch up or go back over a step. So after our two double crochets, chain one, yarn over, insert, pull up, pull through two, pull through two, yarn over again and right into the next chain, insert, pull up one, pull through two, pull through two, chain one, skip one, yarn over, insert, pull up, pull through two, and pull through two, and then again yarn over, insert into the next loop, pull through two, pull through two. So again we have our two double crochets. So we're going to chain one, yarn over, skip one in the chain loop, insert, pull up, pull through two, pull through two, and then again yarn over, insert, pull through two, pull through two, and then for this one we're going to skip this chain and go into these two. So yarn over, insert, after you skip that chain right there, skip that chain, pull through two, yarn over, insert, pull up a loop, chain through one, two, chain through two. So now we have our full first row of these. So what I'm going to do is, this is where it can get complicated. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to chain two, and instead of starting a second row, we're going to immediately go into the space between the first two double crochets. So let me show you what I mean. So you're going to chain two up, and then we're going to do 5 double crochets in this one space. We're not inserting our hook into the yarn, just into that space. So I've already got my chain two. That's going to count as my first double crochet. So we're going to yarn over, insert into the space, pull up a loop, double crochet, that's 2, do that 3 more times, so this will be 3, double crochet, yarn over, insert into that exact same space, that will be 4, yarn over, insert, pull up, yarn got knotted up. It is always important that you want to unknot your yarn before you start on a project, but sometimes I get very ambitious or I guess impatient would be a better word, on starting projects. So I just jump right into it without even paying attention. But that's just me. So this will be our last double crochet into this space. So we're going to pull through 2, pull through 2, and then we're going to chain 1. We're going to kind of turn it this way, yarn over, and we're going to immediately double crochet another 5 around the secondary double crochet from our first row. So you see we did the 5 right here. We chained 1, yarning over, insert underneath, pull up, chain 2, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So, as you can see, that makes our first scale. Okay, sorry. So now this is our first scale. This is a very bulky yarn, so this is probably going to be a lot bigger than what most projects look like, but I like it. I think it's cute. So after our last double crochet, right there, we're going to chain 1, and then we're going to skip these next 2 double crochets right beside it, yarn over, and go into this 3rd double crochet that we did on the previous one. Insert underneath it like we did before, pull up a loop, pull through 2, pull through 2, and we're going to do another 5 double crochets on this side. So that was our first one. Push through that space underneath the crochet, pull up, double crochet, yarn over, insert into that space, double crochet, that's 3, yarn over, insert, pull up, double crochet, that's 4, yarn over, insert, pull up, double crochet, and that's 5. And that creates the first side of our crocodile scale or dragon scale. So after that 5th double crochet, we're going to chain through 1, yarn over, turn our work the other way, and to the immediate next double crochet we're going to do what we did on this side, and that is insert into that space, pull up, double crochet, and that's 1, yarn over, insert, pull up, double crochet. Oh, that's okay. Sometimes mistakes happen, but at least with crocheting, like, they're super easy to fix. You just have to pull the yarn back a little bit and go until you get to that previous loop. So again, yarn over, insert into that space, pull up, double crochet, that's going to be 2, yarn over, insert, double crochet, that's 3, yarn over, insert, double crochet, that's 4, yarn over, insert, double crochet, and that's 5. And that creates our second scale. So we're going to do that for the rest of the row. I'm going to do this last one right the last 2. Because remember, we need to skip these 2. So we'll skip these 2, do the 5 crochet on this side, chain 1, 5 crochet on this side, let me actually stick with you for the next one, and then I will do this one on my own and show you how to start the next row. So at the end of our 5 crochet, we're going to chain 1, yarn over, skip these 2, go to the 3rd one, pull it up, insert underneath it, double crochet 1, double crochet 2, double crochet 3, and over, double crochet 4, and over, insert, pull through, double crochet 5. That creates that one side. Chain 1, yarn over, then you're going to turn, insert into that immediate next double crochet, and crochet another 5. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And that creates our 3rd dragon scale. It looks a little scrunched up, but when we set the foundation for the next row, it'll help kind of bring it down a little bit. So I'm going to work on this last one, and I will meet you when I am ready to finish this line. Okay, so here I have finished my last dragon scale. So here's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to chain 2, okay, and then I am going to do 1 chain, because this is going to be the start of our next row, and that is essentially going to be our skip 1. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to double crochet into this space in between the dragon scale right here. So yarn over, insert, not into any of the yarn, just into that space, yarn over, chain through 2, do a second double crochet in this space. So now you have your 2 double crochets, then you're going to chain 1, and you're going to go all the way into overlapping pretty much where that first 2 double crochet space and the middle of where the dragon scale space is. So you're going to yarn over after that chain 1, insert over both of those spaces, pull through, chain double crochet, yarn over, and do 1 more double crochet. And you're going to repeat that for the rest of the row. So don't forget, chain 1, kind of like we did with the first row, yarn over, insert into the center of the scale, 2 double crochets, and then chain 1, yarn over into this center space in between the dragon scales right here. I'm going to finish this row, and I will meet you back at the end to start the next. Okay, so ignore the yarn change. As you can see, I ran out of the leftover yarn, but that's okay, because with this kind of yarn stitch or crochet stitch, it's actually kind of really fun to play around with different kinds of colors. You can make it all different kinds of rainbow colors. You can mix and match, whatever, and it's still pretty fun. So I am going into my last 2 double crochets here. So I've already skipped my one. Going to insert, pull up, double crochet 1, double crochet 2. Alright, so this being the end of the row, I am going to chain 1, and I'm actually, so the way that this, I'm going to chain 2 into this yarn space here. No, actually, I'm sorry, because the way it's supposed to work, you know what, I'm actually just going to chain 1 right here instead of chain 2. Because the way that the scales work is it's supposed to stagger to kind of cover the support, but also give that dragon scale or crocodile scale effect. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to chain 3 or 2. No, I'm going to do 3. Yarn over, skip this double crochet. This is going to count as, hold on, give me 1 second. Okay, and I'm back. So we chain 3, yarn over. I'm going to skip that one right there. Immediately go into the next double crochet, and we're going to double crochet our 5. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we have our 5 on that one side. Chain 1, yarn over, turn your work, and crochet 5 into the immediate next double crochet under that space. So this space right here, insert our hook, yarn over, double crochet 5. It's 1, 2, and that's why it's like perfectly fine if you need to change out yarn, is because that right there is where I had to add the new color of yarn. That's going to be 3. You're going to cover it up one way or another, so it's perfectly fine. You can use, oh, that's 2. You can use the same color, you can use different colors. This is a really fun stitch to work with. It's 3, 4, and 5. Now, as you can see here, it creates that layer. And again, like I said, it's kind of fun to work with different colors once you start getting it down. It can be a little confusing. There's a lot going on, especially if you're using a bulkier yarn like this. So sometimes stitches can get lost within the yarn itself. So just keep that in mind and pace yourself. Like, don't worry about having to speed yourself up on it. And like I said, you can always rewind, go back, take as much time as you need. So at the end of that chain 5, or the 5th double crochet, I'm sorry, we're going to chain 1, yarn over, skip the 2 foundation double crochets that is in the center of that bottom scale, and go to the next one that's in between the 2 scales. And we're going to do our 5 crochets there. So yarn over, insert into that space, chain 1, or crochet 1. See, I got too loose on my tension, trying to get everything together. That's okay. So double crochet 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, chain 1, yarn over, turn your work, and that immediate second double crochet, again we're going to insert, pull through, double crochet another 5, as you can see, I ran out of yarn again for this one, but just whatever kind of project you decide to do this for. Here, let me at least just tie this off so I can show y'all. So as you can see, it creates that layered effect, and doing the foundation chains kind of flatten them out so you can see them well.